recording on. Get the screen share turned on. I love it. Let you guys know what I look like right now. What's up, team? Hope you're doing stupendous. Erez want Aaron the split. Not sure what that means. Okay. Wasn't aware on Nvidia. Got it. Yeah, hope you guys are doing great. It's good seeing you all. What a beautiful day. Super amped that we're here together. Mega thrilled and totally fired up that we are trading as a team, as a family, and as a unit and a community. I'm going to have a ginormous film crew in here in about 30 minutes. So looking forward to just pouring in light, love, and happiness into the world. Hunter, my man, bro, I miss you. Can't wait to hang out with you at some point, buddy. Manny, welcome. Good morning. All right, let's go ahead and hop in. Let's get to it. All right, so these are some gaps from yesterday. I'm just going to go through these. Literally just, again, nothing special, just trades from yesterday to see if there's anything continuing. This was Roblox RBLX, and it actually had a really kind of a cute move late in the afternoon. Nice hammer today. Really good hammer. So I'm just going to keep on the list just to see if it has like a little bit of a follow through. All right. So Roblox, I'm just making some notes. Peloton, we looked at yesterday. Nothing crazy special on that one. Nvidia, small gap up. I can keep a close eye on it. Methune says, do you treat a bearish hammer to a bullish hammer differently? Not really, but I do like it if it's bearish because that just means that more people might be trapped. Virgin Galactic, again, not really gapping. It could bounce off these locations today. So we'll kind of see. Tesla, I mean, I can put on my list every single day, right? I could trade Tesla every day. I do love the fact that it closed bullish yesterday. So we'll see what it does. Qs, why not? Cardinal Health, I'll take off the list. AMD can be a stock that we pretty much have on the list every day. I know a lot of traders made some money on that one yesterday. HCA, that was a good gap yesterday. Amazon didn't really get much follow through. It's kind of a little bit of a slower day out there. A little slower. So let's go see what we got. Neuro, N-U-R-O. Neuro, oh boy. Oh man, Neuro's up. No idea what it is, but one of those low float bio health medical supply companies. Yeah, no clue. Could it go higher? Absolutely. Will it go higher? Probably. I mean, I'll throw it on the list. There's a lot of volume pre-market. I mean, this thing could easily be traded. I'd buy the dip, but we'll put it on the list and we'll just see what it does. Jay says, earnings tomorrow, they probably do an offering. Yeah. Share offering, probably. AMC, so it had a big pop yesterday. So AMC, big pop, and, cool looking candle. Again, I'm intrigued to see what's gapping today versus yesterday. Peter says, what's your analysis for day trading Riot today? Let me go look at it in just a second. Yep. So yeah, anyway, AMC, I mean, nothing crazy special. I could short today. I could go long today. I'm very neutral. I don't really specifically have any overall market bias. We're extremely flat. So we're down a little bit. All right. So this is the broader market on the Qs. We had a drop and then a really quick little thing. So can we do this? Absolutely. That is super possible. Super possible. So I'm not saying it will or it won't. I'm just simply saying it could happen. So I'm going to be relatively neutral today. I'm not going to be super aggressive on anything. So we're going to kind of wait it out and just see what we get. There's hundreds of you already here in class right now, so I'm going to be getting a lot of requests. I will say up front, I apologize for not getting to everyone's questions or answers. It's not intentional. When the free week is over, I'm always able to answer and be with and talk to everybody, just because it's a much smaller group. But let's go ahead and look at mRNA. Moderna, huge upper shadow candle, really big high wave candle. It's been so powerful last 3 or 4 days. Again, can we potentially get a short? Maybe. I don't think I'll be good enough to get it though. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be good enough to catch mRNA today, but if you do, Falco, let me know. I'm sure you're going to probably short that one and you're going to be a boss. Ticker symbol KO, Coke. Big gap up on Coke on earnings. So this is a nice gap. Clearing tons and tons of pivot. It is a blue chip stock, right? Coke has gapped before on earnings. It has moved before on earnings, but generally it will kind of revert to the mean at some point. This is the weekly chart on Coke. So you can kind of see the COVID dip that Coke took. Everything was selling off during COVID, even though it didn't make any sense, especially at the time when like Facebook was selling off. I'm like, why is Facebook selling off because of COVID? Makes no sense. Anyway. So yeah, pretty decent gap realistically. I think it's least worth going on the list. I don't know if I'll get a chance to trade this one. Probably not. I generally don't trade super blue chip stocks like Walmart, Coke, Procter and Gamble is generally oftentimes not my thing. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I'll put it on the list. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what it does. All right. So I had a request, 3 requests for Riot, RIOT. And cryptos are up a little bit, which is nice. They're bouncing at a good support. So Riot blockchain is gapping up into the 200 simple moving average on the daily. White candle gapping up into the 200. Now, it does follow crypto, right? So Riot blockchain, if crypto's up, this is going to go up, vice versa. So as far as a day trade, since it is gapping into the 200 simple, if I come up here to the 5-minute chart, my expectation would be if I want to go long, it needs to close above pre-market resistance and then retest. We need a close and a retest to go long. All right, so something like this, close above here, a retest, and then we can buy the dip. Something like that. Otherwise, 200 SMA on daily is a resistance. Right? So that it could sell off from there, but generally Riot doesn't massively move on its own. Right? Again, generally doesn't move on its own. So there you go, Peter. That's my thoughts on Riot blockchain. And I'll jot that one down on a piece of paper. Let me find out. Okay, give me 3 seconds. Let's open up a document. There we go. And I'll put this one over here. Got it. All right. So I'm just going to write that one down. Riot blockchain. We can come back to it later today. If something looks amazing, you know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We will see. Riot. Got it. Okay, cool. SAVA. What is SAVA doing? SAVA Cassava Sciences. Kind of cool. Nice gap. Nice candle, nice direction, nice chart. So CASA Cassava Sciences. Pretty interesting. Yeah, nice trend bouncing off the 100. Looks good. I don't know. I like it. Looks kind of cool. Probably wouldn't go long aggressively, right? I mean, it was at 74 2 days ago. So you're up 30% in 3 days. So let it gap up, probably gap up, pull down, buy the dip, something like that. That's pretty much what I got. Exxon Mobil, ticker symbol XOM. Oh, that's not Exxon Mobil. This is Exxon Mobil. Exxon Mobil, this is a cool gap on Exxon. I agree. Cool gap on Exxon, above some shadows. I'll put that on the list. I like that it's trapping some people. It is a retest gap, so it could gap up and fill a little bit, but still provide us with a buying opportunity. Here's the 15-minute chart, 15-minute charts. Yeah, it looks good. So I'll just draw a line really quick. This line I'm drawing is just literally the resistance from yesterday. All right, that's the high of yesterday. And should be pretty good. Thanks. All right, so I got that on the list. John says XLE looks similar. XLE. Yep, it does look similar. It looks pretty cool. I think it looks fun. Andrew says thoughts on Ford. So perfect hammer yesterday. Great bounce off the 100. It's a retest gap. So gap up. It'll probably pull back some, buy the dip. Looks nice. CRISPR. CRSP doing its thing. Give me 20 seconds. I'm going to open my door really quick. All right. Got my squad in the building. I'm all excited now. I'm all pumped up. Okay. Yeah. So CRISPR, this is a really, really good gap. I do like CRISPR a lot. So this is a hammer. We got the 100 simple. It's gapping above this one. Great find. Yes, here. I like it a lot. I'm definitely a fan. On the list. So I'm going to scoot that one up relatively on the higher side. So I like that gap a lot. Von Hausenstein, welcome. Okay, so CRISPR. Here's Visa, ticker symbol V. V is gapping up, right? Really good gap on Visa. So good open above the highs. It is a retest gap, right? So this entire gap here probably does eventually fill. So if it gaps up and retests, that would be that'd be pretty nice, I think. Terry says DraftKings is launching NFT marketplace. Oh, nice. Okay. That's pretty awesome, man. All right. So Visa, again, it is a good gap on Visa. I totally agree. Good gap on Visa. It's a retest gap. Visa is a very, very big broader market stock. So if we go back over to SPY, Visa is a pretty big portion of the SPY, right? SPY is gapping just really small. So not a huge gap on, not a huge gap on SPY, but it is gapping nonetheless, which I guess kind of makes it somewhat cool. Thoughts on XPEV, EXPEV? It's a good gap on XPEV. Bouncing off the 200, nice open, looks pretty. Put it on the list. It is definitely clearing some pivots, and I do like that. That's one of my favorite things is when a stock is clearing some pivots. So I'll put on the list. Netflix, NFLX is on earnings, gapping down very, very small. Super small gap down on Netflix, nothing crazy special right now. Amazing for any option sellers. FNKO, Funko. is flat right now. So no real gap specifically. I'm not saying it can't move for a day trade, but this exact price, it's just kind of hanging out, chilling, being cool. Nothing massively aggressive or special on this one today, at least for right now. Now I've said that before, and the stock, they just rally. It rallies 900% on the day. I'm like, I don't think it's going to do anything cool or not, but it anyway. As of right now, not gapping too big. Okay. Ernest Webster says, "Good morning, Jeremy. Would you speak at some point when the time is right of what a silent bear market is?" That's a great question, Ernest. I cannot. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what a silent bear market is. Arez says, "Is there a way to set up different targets, profit taking on OCO orders?" Yep, absolutely. I'm sure our team can send you a video on that. We have a video that we just created about 2 months ago on our YouTube channel. So, yep, we'll take care of you on that one, bro. Ryan says, "Isn't that when the market goes bearish when Jeremy travels? A silent bear market?" I guess so. Maybe. Possibly. That's funny. You guys are funny. Cool. All right, sweet. Now, again, there's been a lot of really good gaps out there. There's a lot of cool moves. Boy, oh boy. Delta. Let's go look at Delta and then JKS. Delta Airlines, huge gap up. Well, not huge. It's a big gap. I'm going to draw a line at the 200 simple moving average here. 200 simple moving average is at 42.30, 42.28. If we trade up to that level, I could short Delta. Nice. So 200 SMA is at a resistance. So again, this little red line right here, bunch of white candles, right? If it gaps up into here, that'd just be a little bit of the resistance. So again, we'll kind of see what happens on Delta overall. All right, JKS. So JKS, this is a swing trade that I was looking at yesterday. I will put this on the list because this is kind of what I wanted it to do. So I was planning this one yesterday. So what I'm going to do as of now is set this up as an official swing trade. Let me drop this. So it's going to be above this entry. I mean, the market opens in 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is lower this limit to here, limit buy, and I'm going to lower the stop loss just a little bit as well, 49.82. And this is going to become a new official swing trade, 4982. All right. So let's see if we can set this bad boy up. Official swing trades, new official swing trade on JKS. And I'll put that in the worksheet in just a little bit. Move that over here. Terry says Netflix earnings missed. Yes, earnings were not awesome on Netflix, and that's okay. It's not really gapping too huge. Just kind of hanging out for the most part, but still looks kind of nice. It was amazing for anyone who did some option sales. They crushed it. Yeah, so if you did some option sales on Netflix, congratulations. All right, so I'm just going to throw this one in the worksheet really fast. Okay. Super fun. All right. What else you guys looking out there? Hewlett Packard, HPQ. Pam says, "What's the target?" I don't have one yet on JKS. So Hewlett Packard is not really gapping up right now. So we'll see if it does anything interesting. Presently, it's just kind of hanging out. All right. Amity says Netflix sold a 450 put yesterday. Nice. Good job, Amity. That's super cool. Yeah, so 450 put, that's a great level. Awesome strike price, great selection. Good trade. Nice, dude.
It's just paper trading, but it works.
It works, my man. It works. So again, Tesla is on my list today. It is trying to open above the high of this candle. That'll be a big deal if it can. Again, I'm gonna put this on the list. I'll be keeping a very, very close eye on it. Is that what you're trading? That what you're setting up as Tesla?
Yeah.
Nice. My boy Von Hausenstein setting up a trade on Tesla. I like it. We got 7 minutes until market opens, and pretty stoked about it. My boy Lauren wants to look at EA Sports. It's in the game. EA trading sideways for the most part. I say for the most part, like if you zoom out, it's the same price it was the exact same time last year. It is a gap up. Absolutely correct. It's not on earnings actually. So it's just gapping up kind of small ahead of earnings, but it looks cool. Looks kind of fun, slightly interesting, kind of a decent gap on EA. We'll see what it does, but that's really all I got right now. Unity software, pretty much flat for the most part. Palantir up a little bit, but not tons. FOUR. Ooh. Good find, Jay. I think somebody mentioned this one earlier as well. Look at this. Shift 4 payments. Very strong gap down, not on earnings. Bearish gap and go. Second favorite gap of the day for sure. That is extremely nice. Let's see if we get an opportunity to short that at some point. Okay. And again, if not, no big deal, but we can put it on the list and we can watch. Jim says, I'm late. Have you covered AMC? I did. Essentially wait and yeah, wait it out maybe. DraftKings. So this is the one that everyone's bringing up. Everyone wants to look at DraftKings. DraftKings, it is gapping up. I think it was on news of something. NFT, NBA final related. I'm not sure. I know my boy Jake loves DraftKings. Jake's a huge DraftKings fan. Yeah, I like that. There's my girl Lee Min. What is up, Lee? Do you know Lee Min at all?
Yeah.
So let me turn on the camera really quick for you. You around, Lee? You still here? All right, she says yes. Check out this right here. Look at this. The man, the myth, the legend. my boy. Yeah. Von Hausenstein in the building, having a blast. Ate all the pizza of Nashville yesterday. All the pizza in Nashville is gone. All right, so DraftKings, I will put it on the list. We will watch it. I will see if we get a chance to trade. It is a nice gap. It's a retest gap. We'll see if it can do something. Adriano says, I bought some puts when DraftKings closed below all the bull volume. Close below, probably this day, I'm assuming. Yeah, I get it, man. It makes sense. It absolutely could have gone lower. So I wouldn't sell it like immediately. Maybe give it 5 or 10 minutes. But you might get stopped out on some puts today. That happens. No biggie. So don't like sell at open. Give it a few minutes because it is a retest gap. So it could throw up an upper shadow and then pull all the way back. That's very, very possible. Okay, Coinbase, COIN, Coinbase Global, again, out of support, trying to bounce, doing its thing. RMO, Romeo Power. So this one, not really gapping up, or at least if it is, it's a very, very small gap. NCTY, gapping up really, really small. Churchill Capital, CCIV, kind of flat, but trying to go up a little bit. Chipotle, whoa, on earnings. Chipotle is up big. Team, burritos for the win. Who doesn't love burritos? Apparently everyone on planet Earth. Chipotle up 5%. I'll put it on the list, but full disclosure, team, this is a hard one to trade with options because they're very spready. It's a semi-hard stock to trade with stocks. This is one of my when I go to a party or a friend's gathering or something, and I find someone who doesn't know anything about the stock market. This is one of my magic tricks when I'm like, guess the price of Chipotle. Take a guess. Stab in the dark. What's the price of Chipotle? I'm like, I don't know, $40 a share? Wrong. 1,700. Try it again. Like, wow, crazy. All right, ALB. This one, powerful company, plasticware company, and COVID treated them very well. So ALB is gapping up. It is a really nice gap. And yeah, ALB looks good. A lot of good gaps out there. Someone asked, what's the plan for AMD? So AMD is opening flat. It's really just sideways. Again, AMD 80% of the time will sell off early in the morning. So that's my expectation, is that AMD probably sells off, trades down into 86.40, and then probably bounces. I will put on the list, this is a very nice high wave candle right here before market open. So we will see what happens. My boy Vaughn is looking at GameStop, ticker symbol GME. So GameStop is kind of battling that 100 simple moving average just a little bit. Michael says, what's the setup on JKS? There you go, brother. Put it in the chat pane for you, my friend. All right, market's open. Let's go have a blast. CRISPR did not hold that open. Too bad. That would have been my favorite gap if it did. I'll put on the list. I'll keep on the list for just a little bit, just in case. Now, shift 4 payments on the other side of this. Yeah, let's see what she does. Shift 4. Okay. Just going to keep a close eye on it. So FOUR. We're going to wait and see what's going on. All right. Again, CRISPR didn't really open up that great. Tesla, again, we'll just see what it does. Not that big of a deal. So AMD, it did throw in a little bit of a quick sell-off, very fast sell-off. Did not go down to 86.40. I didn't necessarily think it would. So I'm going to just give this one a few minutes. I'm not going to do anything too aggressively yet. Here's Roblox, RBLX, nothing special there. NURO, this was a random gap. And again, I truly have no clue what it's going to do, but I'm not going to short it if it makes you feel better. So this is a really random, super low float. Who the heck knows what it's going to do type of company, type of stock. If you are good enough to day trade that one, go for it. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what to do on neurometrics. But volume is strong. All right, back to shift 4. Oh. So ticker symbol FOUR has some volume, but I'm not going to be able to catch that. I would have gotten skipped anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's a very strong gap. Definitely a bearish gap. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Let's see what it does. Okay, NVIDIA, small gap up. Virgin Galactic's an inside candle. DraftKings, again, is kind of hanging out. The Q's hanging out. Coke. So we figured Coke is going to fade some. I think we all could know that. Exxon Mobil. This is a good gap on Exxon. So let me kind of scoot Exxon Mobil up a little bit. XPEV, I'll scoot that up a little bit. JKS. For a swing trade on JKS, just trying to buy a pullback to 54.82. And then Chipotle is up 6%. It's a great gap on Chipotle. Home Depot. What's Home Depot doing? Yeah, it's a cute gap on Home Depot for sure. Huge white candle, gapping above resistance. It's obviously a retest gap. Look to buy the pullback on the retest gap. Let's see what it can do and weigh it out and give it some time. But it looks good. Ernest Webster says, can we look at MEDS? MEDS. MEDS. Very, very, very ugly company. Stock chart. That's pretty much that's the analysis on this one. If you're going to trade it, this is how I would. I mean, just bracket trade this candle. Put in a stop loss for sure. Don't bet the farm on that one. Have 1 hour of risk. And best of luck, my friend. All right. So I'm going to keep an eye on CRISPR. Keep an eye on Tesla. Shift 4 payments. Very, very nice sell off. I'm just going to watch it, see if I can get a chance to short it or go long if the time is right. And the market's been open 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Square. Oh, man. Is it going to keep going? It is. Had a really good day trade on Square. I sent out a big email about that. Got a lot of excited people, which was cool. So that's fun. But yeah, Square is continuing a little bit. Nice bounce off that hammer. There are some traders who are in a leap on this one. So for those who are in that, that's fantastic. Jack says almost at 2.4R target on Square swing. Oh, you played the hammer, Jack Whalen, like a boss? Is that what you're talking about? Are you pulling a Jake Neal? Ah, okay. Pulling a Jake Neal, playing 2.4 Rs on a perfect hammer on Square. I like it.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works, right, bro? That's right. Congrats. Okay, back over to Tesla. So Tesla, again, slowly trying to go up a little bit higher, which is cool. I think a lot of people want to go up higher. NCTY is getting a little bit of a pop, actually. Let me put that on the day trading list just in case. Just in case. It's out of support. It could bounce. Probably won't, but we'll see. BZUN. Out of support. Nothing special there. Okay, back over to DraftKings. So again, this is a retest gap. And again, I mentioned earlier this morning, I'm not going to be super aggressive today. I'm not going to be super aggressive today because we had a small winning day yesterday in the day trade, official day trades, but there's also a few traders who did really well on some swings. So let me just start kind of setting some stuff up, getting some things in line, watching some patterns. Shift 4 payments. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. A lot of you are excited about XPEV. I mean, I'm happy for you, for sure. Type a 7 into the chat pane if you can see kind of clearly the most obvious S-curve of all time. For anyone who's not typing a 7, I'll show you in just a second. I'll definitely show you. But here's the S-curve. So boom, right into the 200 simple, bang. So this is where you're buying it, somewhere in here. If you're buying it off of the 200 simple moving average, obviously, congratulations. That's beautiful. That's what you want to do. Just that nice pullback area. So really, really strong, really cool, nice level. Teladoc is down a little bit. So TDOC did have a retest gap. We're down small. It will be quite interesting to see what Teladoc does, if anything, maybe nothing. Jolene says Netflix is dropping. Yeah, best weak earnings report. Here's the 5-minute chart on Netflix. So I think Netflix could come back to 5.10 and it'd probably be buyable. Robert says, looks like I got in, huh? Nope, I missed it by 2 pennies. Oh, 2 penny miss Falco. Good try, man. Good try. Great analysis, though, dude. What a chart. What a chart. Neo is moving up, says David Hunter. You are correct. So again, we pulled down into those long-term averages. Very, very pretty Morningstar reversal pattern. Looks cute. FUV is kind of chilling at the long-term moving averages. So those long-term moving averages look kind of cool as well, right? So that's acting. That's the support for Arcimoto. And then here's apps, APPS. So APPS on apps, I might be getting back into this one on a swing trade. Figs, go figs, said no one ever. But you're probably talking about the stocks. I love figs. Figs. Yeah, so figs working on bouncing. Adriano says target for NVIDIA. I really do like this gap on NVIDIA. It's very, very nice. Inside bear hammer gapping up today above the high of yesterday. Definitely strong. Target is right about now. If you're in some shares on a day trade, this is probably a wave 3. So let me kind of just draw this out for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see if it bounces. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on NVIDIA. I know that Vaughn likes NVIDIA.
They make good graphics cards.
They make good graphics cards. That is a fact. That is a fact. Seagate, STX. Chris says Seagate is down. Wow. Okay. Seagate down with shift 4 payments. Both of those have gapped down today. I think this thing bounces. Shift 4 payments. I think it goes up. It had one piece of selling, and that was it. It got toasted after that. I'm going to keep an eye on that one for a long. CRISPR. Okay, I can take CRISPR off the list. It didn't do what we wanted to do earlier today. AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. JS says this one's pulling back. So it did have a breakout this morning. Again, I didn't get a chance to trade that. I wanted it to pull back to 86.40 and didn't quite get there. Robert Falco says that he is short on mRNA. 302.91 by 308.12. Wow. What a short, dude. 302.91. That's literally perfect. Are you a time traveler? Are you Jake Neal and only take winning trades? I mean, I love that setup. Good trade, dude. I mean, you're already up almost an hour. Let me put that on the list and see if we get a chance to see if it can pull back into that price action. If it can, that'd be pretty cool, I think. Ethereum. So the crypto world was ending yesterday, and today it's not ending. Hashtag crypto life. So if you're looking at playing crypto, actually, this is a good buying spot. I think so. We'll see if it can bounce. And if it takes out that low, it will go a little bit lower. Okay. Virgin Galactic hanging out. XPEV, nice move. DraftKings, just kind of chilling. Again, DraftKings hanging out. Steven Jackson says Robert Falco is the Jake Paul of trading. That's either a very nice thing to say or not. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, good trade, Robert. So Robert took his win on Moderna. Awesome short, brother. Great trade. Good to see a professional in action. Okay, so team, again, right now, I'm still patiently waiting. I haven't taken an official day trade yet. ExxonMobil is one of my favorites. Yeah, this thing has some room to move for sure. 3-minute bear high wave candle on ExxonMobil. Adriano is in at 57.15. All right, let me see if I can beat you. Let me see if I can get in lower than you. I actually like that price a lot. 57.15. What time is it? 8:44. Okay, let me let this 5-minute candle close and I'll let you know, but that's going to scoot up a little bit. Shift 4 payments. I'm really looking at a place to go long on this thing. I'm just looking at this volume, and the volume does not look like the bears are going to win on this one. I obviously could be entirely incorrect on that. I generally do not go long on bear gap and goes. Very rarely do I do that. But just looking at how great of a gap this is and how it's not going straight down tells me that it probably won't. This is one of those just practice. One of these experience tells the key. All right. So Jay says it was a share offering. Oh, there you go. That might be why it goes higher. Nero is halted. Hunter says they can halt stocks for that long. They can. They can halt them for months. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So XPEV. Again, I mean, hey, if this goes higher, that's awesome. I know that there's a lot of people out there that's in it. I don't have any position on XPEV personally, but for those who do, amazing. Again, Virgin Galactic. At a very good support. DraftKings. The Qs, Coke, AMD, which again, AMD has some pressure. So Vaughn, do you like AMD better or NVIDIA?
Well, one makes CPUs and one makes graphics cards.
They're not the same thing. A CPU is on a graphic card?
No.
What's a CPU?
CPU is the main processing unit. The graphics card is just for graphics.
Boom. Dropping knowledge.
If you're going to be comparing things, you got to compare Intel and AMD.
Intel and AMD. I like it. Okay. What do you like better, Intel or AMD?
Well, personally, I've only ever used Intel things, but when I look at AMD things and see how they function, they look quite good. So
Okay. Nice.
And currently, AMD is ahead of the game comparatively to Intel. So
yeah. I like it. You know, I really like this pattern on AMD. I like the breakout a little bit. So I like the overall trends. I like the volume. This thing could break out, but AMD might become an official trade as well. Doug says Vaughn dropping knowledge bombs. That's all he does, man. Vaughn just wakes up and is smarter than everyone else. That's what I've noticed. And I like it. I like it.
Well, not in terms of the stock thing. It's just maybe some other things.
Knowledge is where it starts, my brother. Knowledge is where it starts. Applied knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So again, I'm still just kind of looking at Tesla to see what it's doing. Obviously, the overall trend is bullish on Tesla, so you're probably looking for a bullish trade. Nero is still halted, so I'm not in that one. Virgin Galactic hanging out, DraftKings hanging out, Q's hanging out. So again, we haven't taken any trade officially yet. Roblox, I'm just going to wait on. I think we could actually make Roblox an official swing trade with that kind of setup right there. I mean, look at this hammer. That is beautiful. If that trades sideways for like another hour, probably have to set that up. My boy Ron says, hey, man, just bought 100 shares of Amazon and sold a 358 call and bought a 3510 put for a caller. If it gets called away, I'll make $3,400 in 2 days. Love it, brother. It's awesome, man. Let's see. Sold a 3580 call. Yeah, nice. I mean, yeah, we'll see if it gets called away. If it does, congrats. And then if it doesn't, amazing. All right, here's AMC. AMC, guys, ironically enough, it is bouncing. Diamond hands, they're back to diamond hands. Here's the 5-minute chart. I mean, team, I know it sounds crazy, and I'm not in AMC, so take it for what it's worth. Buy a dip on it if you're playing it. If you're playing it, it probably looks bullish. I mean, that's the trend right now. Sounds wild. And again, I don't have any position personally in AMC, but man, go for it, boys and girls. Go for it. Make that money. Adriano, great trade on ExxonMobil. I wasn't quite fast enough on the mic, and that's absolutely okay. Amazing, amazing trade. Great gap. Beautiful play. 57.73. Okay, let me help you out with that target. See if that looks good. I think you go to 58.07. It's a 20 EMA on a weekly chart. Yep, you got some room. Go crush it, man. Go get you some. Speaking of moving averages, so AMD is running into some moving averages. Weekly chart still looks pretty strong. 5-minute chart looks pretty okay. Shift for payments. I mean, I think it's going to go higher. I just don't know where to buy it. I don't know where a good stop would go. So NVIDIA is chilling. Adriano says, I sold NVIDIA too early. We sell everything too early, my man. Everything we sell too early, right? We never sell the exact high. Ever. All right. Someone says they're in square. I'm in square 2480 by 24480. Okay. 248. Great entry. Yeah, great stop. I don't know. Hold it for a while. I don't think you're going to crush this trade, Josh. So don't expect a huge win on this one. Expect a small win or a small loss. And the reason I'm saying that is because you had a huge move yesterday. So the momentum is there, yes, but you had such a massive move yesterday that I wouldn't imagine it just totally keeps crushing and dominating today, you know? Teledoc down, American Well, AMWL hanging out flats. AMD does look pretty nice, Steven. I agree with you, man. I want to pull back to A751. I might not get it. But we could do a breakout play. Let's give it a few minutes and see how we get in. Shift 4 payments. Again, don't short it. If you're going to play it, just look for longs. Look for longs in all the right places. Seagate. Amity says she made 1 R and some change on Netflix. Nicely done. Amity, solid work. What'd you take your trade on, Falco? The 1 minute chart? Yeah, you did. You played it on the 1 minute chart. You missed it by 2 pennies on a $500 stock. Rip. That's funny. Chipotle is $1,700 a share. Speaking of rest in peace. That's all Jake Neal eats. Chipotle burritos. It's at $1,700. What a world we live in, guys. So in case you're wondering, let me just make sure, let me bring some things together. You guys ready? Chipotle is at $1,700 a share. GameStop is $192 a share. AMC is $45 a share. It's 2021. What do you think? Is this a dystopian future or is this the present reality? Josh says in 2030 cars will run on burritos. Probably. Roku, small inside candle, bullish. Overall trend is bullish. Looks pretty cool. Jack Whalen says Blue Apron is still down though. Yeah, Blue Apron's on a ski slope to 0. Eventbrite, ticker symbol EB, nothing happening there. PIN, which is PIN National Gaming. Ernest, you use a lot of terms. I'm not entirely sure what they mean. And I'm not saying that's because I don't know. It's just because everyone can use different jargon from time to time. In the stock market, jargon is a very natural thing. People say different things all the time. Anyway, I don't know what a curl is. Not entirely sure. But probably. J Curl, that was my nickname in high school. J Curl. In that weight room, you know what I'm saying? J Curl. But I'll say this: I would buy the dip on it. I mean, looking at the trend, it looks bullish. You're up 3.6% today. It's gotten beat up pretty bad. Now, obviously, we all know that Penn National Gaming, great company, had a huge move all the way up to 140. So we've gone from 140 all the way down here, down 54% to 66, 65, something like that. So yeah, Penn National Gaming, probably buy the dip. The target today would be the 20 EMA on the daily chart, 72.30. But if you're looking at buying it longer term, it actually probably does make sense down there. ASTS, we get any movement on this one? A little bit. Okay, so Exxon kind of hanging out. AMD, pretty decent trend on AMD. Nice looking pop right there. All right, so 3 minute, we got 3 bull candles in a row. So we're looking for some kind of pullback on AMD. All right. Hunter Clark says, what about Upwork right here? What's Upwork doing? Upwork, it's up pretty small. Could go higher. Just kind of chilling. Let me go look at this on the hourly chart. Hourly chart looks okay. 78-minute chart. Momo went long yesterday, which I guess is kind of cool. I think you could pop up and make a little bit of a higher high at some point soon. From a day trade perspective, it's had 2 really, really strong days in a row. So what I would do, Hunter, if I was day trading Upwork, try to buy it at 53.50. Try to buy a little bit of a dip. Earnings soon. Pretty excited about it. Excited, amped to see what it does on earnings, if something at all. Here's the extended hours. So not tons of extended hours on this one right now. Okay. Robert says thoughts on Oracle, ORCL. Oracle. It was a really, really good gap down on earnings, got bought right up. This is an all-time high, the highest it's ever been. It's never been this high in its history, I don't believe. Nope. So trend is bullish, but I wouldn't be a buyer here. Yeah. UPST, Upstart Holdings, looks pretty clean off this 100 simple. I agree. It looks nice, Francis. Some compression, some consolidation, some sideways movement, a nice pull into that 100. I dig it. In fact, let me put that on the list for the afternoon swing trading room. We'll see if we can do a swing trade on that one. But yeah, it looks good. Carnival Cruise Line's getting a little bit of a bounce there. Let's go back to Delta. Delta hasn't gotten to the 200 yet. Let me put that on the list to see if we can fade it. Adriano says, where would your stop loss be on ExxonMobil? Again, man, great trade. Stop loss on ExxonMobil would be right here, 56.99. Yep, 56.99, and just sit back, relax, and let it do its thing. Dennis says, Neo, what's a good target? 46.50 question mark. I'm assuming you're day trading, Dennis. 46.50. Yeah, good target. I like that level to sell. Neo up 3.8%. Good bounce here off the long terms. Looks pretty. Yeah, man. I like it. Nathan says JMIA is doing what you talked about yesterday. Yes, correct. So we got triggered into that swing trade, and we'll see if it wants to bounce. Dennis says, I set up the entry on Neo from that hammer that you talked about yesterday. Beautiful. So if that's the case, 46.76, Dennis, for target. Manny says, what are your thoughts on DocuSign? Love DocuSign. Love this gap. This gap will never fill. Very, very strong trends. Powerhouse. Powerhouse. So I like it. I like the trend. Looks good. Buy a dip, or if you're in, stay in. Toby says, what about ESTC? ESTC is elastic. Elastic looks really pretty. I think this is a very, very nice double bottom right here on a big, big time frame. And we're kind of retesting the neckline for the next 2-3 weeks. And then eventually we probably go higher. So yeah. STX Seagate is down. Shift 4 payments again, guys. Great job. If anyone's going long on this thing, I don't think I'm gonna be good enough to day trade this one on the microphone, but this is really how. Well, I might be able to do it now. I just don't want that stop to be so huge. 5 minute, 3 minute. It could probably retest into here. Limit buy, stop loss, something like this. Yeah. Something like that is what I would kind of keep an eye out on. Let's see how it closes. And again, there's definitely a chance that I could set that up as a. There's certainly a chance I could set that up as a day trade. Let's see how it closes. Again, it might not close well, so I definitely want to close good, if that's the right word. Matt says I grabbed an STNE leap yesterday, hoping that was a trap from a few days ago. I'm with you, man. I think that's a good call. I think that's a good idea. I like it. Someone asked if we got filled on Hewlett Packard. I did, yes. I'm filled on Hewlett Packard on the weekly options newsletter. Let's go look at HPQ. So I got filled. I don't know what I guess I could go look at what day, but I am in. I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning. But I am in on HPQ. We'll see if that decides to get a little bit of a rally for us. Even if it's a small rally, sometimes I'll take a rally over no rally. I'll take some bullish move over no bullish move all day, you know? Okay. So right now, I'm just kind of waiting some stuff out. Let's see, Tesla, ST&E, did that fill? No. Zoom. Ticker symbol ZM. Zoom is still chilling. Maxar. My boy Varian says Maxar skipped me on a swing trade. All good, brother. Good try, though. Good try. Maxar getting a little bit of love out there today. Wes says, speaking of Hewlett Packard, why not Dell? Any particular reason? No, not really. It was just the chart pattern, Wes. So Hewlett Packard was bouncing off the 200 on the daily, the 50 EMA on a weekly chart, and the 10 EMA on the monthly. So those three bigger moving averages on three different time frames. So I said, yeah, let's see. That was it. Greg says, Jay, I had to give up the $1.52 on Neo. Buying the dip made more sense than holding a title. Hey, man, we got screenshots and proof and video evidence, and I saw it with my own eyes. That's all you need. You will forever be the guy who bought Neo at $1.52 and held the entire way up. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, give it a round of applause for Greg Gilbert. He had a cost basis of Neo at $1.52 and held the entire way. Isn't that cool? Yeah, $1.52.
A lot of money.
That is a lot of money. He did. He did amazing. So super sick. Super sick. All right, back over to ExxonMobil. I know 3 or 4 trades on that one, so just leave that one alone. Adriana, let some pivots form. AMD. Let me see how I want to play AMD. We had 3 bull candles in a row. New White Soldier. Momo is still long, so it looks like. I bet Robert Thompson's here. I know he did a really good discussion yesterday. So, Robert, you probably made some nice R's already on AMD then, huh? I'm assuming you did. Shift 4. So we still want to buy as low as possible because it's a gap and go. This is a false breakout. I'm not going to trade this one the right way. I don't know why it's better than me today, but I know it is. So I'm just going to leave it alone. Just going to take it off the list. It is better than me. I think it's going to go higher, but it should go lower. So I don't know. My brain doesn't know what to think. Again, team, if you can't get a good edge on something, it's okay. Just move on. Just let it do its thing. Virgin Galactic getting some moves. I don't know if anyone bought that dip from 2 days ago. 2 days ago or yesterday, either one was so brilliant, perfectly obvious, amazingly simple. We're off those long-term averages. DraftKings. I'm going to wait on DraftKings. Actually, it probably looks like a short right here. Do I want to short DraftKings? 47.53 by 48.33. Kind of. I kind of do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bull candles in a row. New high wave candle. I'll say this. I'm gonna let that. I'll let that idea be out there for my pros. For the pros, not me, like the Dan Jansons of the world. All right. Neuro still halted. Dan says, I made 0.9 R long. And Leland says, I was in DraftKings and I took half an R. Good job, boys. Good job. Good job. All right. So RBLX, I actually think we could make this an official swing trade. $81.16 by 77.03 on Roblox. There you go. New official swing trade on Roblox. Gabe's going to be happy. He's going to be running down here any second. What? Roblox? What?
I think he's just sitting up there playing Roblox.
He's playing Roblox right now, 100%. 100% he's playing Roblox. Okay, this is based on a hammer setup, very similar to Square of the Day. Obviously, we don't know if it's going to work or not, but it could. It might. Things have been known to work. My girl, Lee Mann, says I'm thinking of moving my stop on United to 47.60. I got in at 47.30. What is your thought? Nope. Put your stop at 48. Great trade, Rockstar. Great trade. One day me and Vaughn will be half as cool as you.
Only half?
Only half. Best case scenario, dude. Good job, Rockstar. Okay. Home Depot, it is compression. This is a fact. Compression. Let me go look at Tesla's compression. Tesla is down 0.3%. I think I can turn the extended hours off now. Yeah, just a little sideways. Here's the daily chart. Nothing too radical or insane. Nothing too crazy. Just kind of hanging out. All right. Lee says, Vaughn, you can come home on Friday now. I got your flight ticket from the UAL day trade. I love it. All right, Adriano, it's 9:15. You know what that means? Stop increase on Exxon Mobil. So now put it where you can't lose. 57.16. 5716. You make a penny, and now we just wait for another 15 or 20 minutes. AMD, I'm gonna keep waiting for. I think it can go a little bit lower, guys. I'm gonna give AMD a little bit more time. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be a patient panda today. David, on what, brother? CCL. All right. Wasn't looking at CCL. Let me go look at it and see if he wants to fade Carnival Cruise Lines. 200 simple on the daily is at 23.18. She's up 9% today. We don't know why it's up 9%. It's up 20% the last 3 days. So that one and Delta are getting very, very close to 200. So what David's looking at is kind of doing a fade, right? More or less selling it as high as he possibly can. All travel stocks do kind of look the same. I agree. Yeah. Let's see what we can get out there. So far, hoping for something cool. All right. Upwork, chilling like a villain. Hewlett Packard, inside candle. Come back over to DraftKings. Nope, probably won't work on the short, which is fine. Hunter says the volume is terrible on Upwork. It's not awesome for the volume right now. Yeah. Okay. Coke, pretty strong fade on Coke. Chipotle is at $1,700 a share. NCTY is up a little bit. Neuro is still halted. It's up 200%. Look at all the halts. Buying. Everyone who's shorting it keeps getting halted as well. The shorts are getting squeezed out. The longs can't do anything with it. It's tough. JS says, how was this target on Coke? Looks wonderful, man. I didn't know I was working with a bunch of time travelers. I thought you guys were just normal humans. Come to find out, all of you have access to a time machine. Great work. Great work. Let's go see what Apple's doing today. Apple, AAPL. Apple, chilling for right now. OZON, ozone, inside candle right now. Walmart, Johnson & Johnson, Skills, SKLZ. Skills trying to bounce down here, actually. It looks kind of cool. Fastly, FSLY, flat. Pancake flat. Doing jack squat. Again, CCIV, aka Churchill Motors, up just a little bit. It did have a good pop yesterday, so see if it does anything. Coinbase, COIN, trying to bounce off some support. We'll see if Coinbase does something cool one day. RMO, Romeo Power, trying to bounce off of that support down there. We'll see if it does. Yeah, we'll see. ATHN, was that at home? Auto home. Whew, auto home. Look at this downtrend, guys. Wow. This thing needs a home. Chimaroo. It's homeless. For a day trade though, right? Anything is possible. You can day trade anything. If I were day trading it, Lee, this is how I would play it. Because it is just really like a ski slope. I would do half an hour and half an hour. But again, you know me, I'm less cool. But this is how I would trade it. Something like this. Netflix getting murdered, says Josh. It is selling off. Yep, down to 5 and some change. I don't think it's too bad, though. This is actually going to be probably a great day to sell some puts to get into a bull put spread. Double bottom. I mean, definitely a nice little breakdown. Right, here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart 440 is the 100 simple moving average. So again, this probably will be a decent opportunity to yeah, probably get into a bull put spread or something down there at 440. Big down day, sell off on companies that a lot of people understand. They know what they are. Vaughn's looking at Snapchat, SNAP. Snapchat had a nice pullback 2 or 3 days ago, and it's looking at maybe bouncing. All right, I'm going to go back through this list and see if we can take something. ExxonMobil, Adriano's going to be increasing his stop in just a little bit. Adriano, go ahead and peel off a small partial up here because it's just been trading sideways for a while. Just a very, very, very small amount. It's a little stuck. We'll see if it helps it get moving. AMD. So AMD did have a pullback. 3 minutes. So I think Momo is still bullish on the 3 and the 5. Yep. Let's see if we can buy AMD 8808 by 8758. All right. New official day trade. Nice. New official day trade on AMD. AMD. All right. 8808 by 8578. Okay. And we'll see if that does anything cool or if it triggers or whatever. But I'm on the microphone for another 36 minutes, rocking the mic like a vandal. Robert Falco traded mRNA the only way he could to make money on it, but I'm going to watch it very closely on that breakdown. Adriano's in ExxonMobil and peeled off a small position. Seagate is doing its thing. Tesla is just slowly grinding and chopping away, trying to chop down that tree. Pressure is building, man, for earnings. Very excited to see what it does. NVIDIA, nice move on NVIDIA. Really, really good direction on NVDA. Looking strong. Robert with his bull put spread. XPEV bounced nicely. Virgin Galactic hanging out. Giraffe Kings. That bear trade would have lost. Can't be bearish today. Not in 2021. Unless, of course, you played Coke. If you played Coke bearish, it worked out okay. And Neuro got halted again. Roblox, we got an official swing trade set up on it. Delta almost got to the 200. So I'm still going to watch this one to see if we can go short near a high. And my boy Vaughn's looking at AMD. So we'll see if it pulls back to 8808. If it goes up to like 8880 or something before triggering, we'll just cancel that trade. All right. So we got a little bit of a slowdown for like 85 seconds. Any questions, concerns, thoughts, updates that you guys got from me? Okay. So mRNA. Let's see if it does anything. Benz has got a nickname for RT Freak, the Greek Freak. He'll like that. Even though it sounds like he's Greek if you do that, but it's not a bad one. Not bad. Robert, I know you're winning on AMD today, right? I mean, if I pull up this 3-minute chart and I look at, I have a green arrow. I have this ginormous green arrow in the 3-minute chart. Is that correct, or is that am I missing something? Robert says I am indeed. Okay. Just wanted to check. Just wanted to check. That's what I thought. All right. Again, mRNA, I don't think it's going to break down. It actually looks pretty strong. That looks like a pretty nice double bottom, actually, on mRNA. Let's go look at Dan Jansen's favorite stock, Boeing. Wage. Just sold Boeing, 223. Sold the puts, small gain. Buy low, sell high. What's another IPO that's out there? HNST, the Honest Company. This one trying to bounce. Let me put it on the list for Thursday. Body, the beach body. Yeah, that just came out. Donuts for Krispy Kreme. They're getting mangled right now. Adriano says, I exited Exxon for 0.6. Great trade, man. I'll take a 0.6 all day. 0.6 plus your NVIDIA win. Sounds like you, my friend, are doing well. Great work. Vaughn wants to look at Zip Recruiter. Yep. You.
Not me.
There's two of you. Zip Recruiter. So again, another newer IPO, ZIP. Yeah, nice higher low, nice higher high. It hasn't been around very long. Kind of same thing with LegalZoom. LZ. So this one's pretty much brand new. Rocket Companies, RKT, pretty deplorable company, but there you go. Sorry, not deplorable company, deplorable chart. Very just all over the place. Silver, SLV, still flat. Gold, still flat. Airbnb, trying to bounce a little bit. CCL, David Wygant fading it off the 200. Good job, Wygant. Awesome job, man. Wygant with the fade on Carnival at 23.18. Hit that 200 and just died. It's literally the high of the day is 23.18. Dave says we have an interview today. We do not have one today. I've started doing interviews not during the trading room, so I do them separately. There's too many technology things that go on during that time, and there's too many resources for me to be on the mic. It kind of stresses me out. So anyway, long story short, I absolutely do interviews. I have a phenomenal interview scheduled for August 4th with Brian Shannon. Yeah, pretty stoked about that. Lake, L-A-K-E. So Lake trying to get a little bit of love. Win hanging out. Tesla's flat. Apple's flat. NCTY trying to bounce. Square, just Rampage Jackson. Amazon is flat. 3D printing is hanging out. Visa is hanging out. Maxar bouncing. Crocs, David Wygant's favorite shoe company. Pfizer. Spotify. Ooh, look at this compression on Pinterest. Wow, that is nice compression on Pinterest. Very, very pretty. Okay, let me put that on the list for here. Beyond the Meat, chilling. APPS doing its thing. FUV trying to pop. AMC trying to. Literally, the only red stock today is Teladoc, but we all know that. It's always red. IBM hanging out. Fastly hanging out, and then mRNA. Because again, this kind of looks double bottomish to me. It really kind of does. AMD, we have it set up to buy 8808. And then mRNA. Stop loss. This would look something like this. 397 by 295.76. New official day trade on mRNA. There we go. Looks cool. All right, so we'll have AMD set up. Tage is going short really quick. He's buying low and selling high. And Moderna, it's a double bottom. And again, just because it's a double bottom and just because I like it doesn't mean it's going to work. Both of those trades could not work, but I see why I would take both of them. And that's really all I'm looking for. And I'm taking trades is, do I know why? And do I see why I would take the trade? Does it meet some type of criteria? Is there something specific about it that I can like very clearly identify? Exxon, so Adriano played that one extremely well. I'll take that off the list. Seagate is probably going to go higher. Tesla's just very flat today, so I'll take that off the list. NVIDIA is kind of chilling. And then Yates is going to be joining all of us in about 24 minutes. Amity says, got to run. Have a great day. Great trade on Netflix, Amity. Very well done. DraftKings still just kind of crushing. The Qs look pretty good. It looks like a little bit of a double bottom on the Qs. They're probably going to go a little bit higher. Coca-Cola traded down into that support and then got a little bit of a bounce. The burritos still printing money. Neuro is halted again. It's funny. So NURO, Roblox. We set this up as an official swing trade. I can take it off the list for a day trade. Again, I don't know if it's going to bounce or not, but all is good. And then Delta almost hit that 200 simple. Almost got there. But David Wygant, Might get another shot at going long or short on Carnival again for another 10 or 20 cents. Wygant has no fear. AMD still slowly cruising. If it goes up to 88.80, I'll just cancel this particular order. Chevron, which is ticker symbol CVX. Nice little hammer on Chevron right there. Steven Jackson most likely playing Chevron bullish. Moderna, this is a little bit of a retest on it, but if we get up to like 308, I'll cancel that trade. And again, if I don't get a chance to trade anything with you guys officially, no big deal. Yates will be on again, and he'll go an hour with you guys, and then Tony going to come and back clean up. An amazing trader, phenomenal credit spread master, absolute machine of a fader. This is what Tony was looking at on Pinduoduo. Let me go pull that chart up really quick so you can see the beauty that was Pinduoduo. Check this thing out. Look at this 3-minute chart. This wasn't even on my radar, and our boy Tony was playing that high wave candle. Obviously didn't get filled. Tried though. He tried getting filled. Sometimes that's all you got to do. Sometimes you got to show up. Sometimes you got to show up and press some buttons, you know? Francis says snow looks like it's about to run. You know, it does. I really, really like that pullback that we got last week. It's still a little bit consolidatory. Consolidatory? Is that a word? Right, you got the 200 and the 100 are going to act as a little bit of support and resistance. It's kind of inside both of those. But in general, I agree with you. I think there's some nice pressure on Snowflake. Disney, ticker symbol DIS. Disney looks like it's forming an S curve on the hourly. What are your thoughts? I agree. I agree with that sentiment. A lot of good bull white candles. Let it pull back to probably 174.60, maybe. Jolene says, Tony took a January 2023 leap on Pinduoduo. Well, I mean, if we pull up the weekly trend is still really bullish. You know, huge weekly. It's had a big run up and it's had a big pullback. So my expectation, my assumption is old resistance, new support, looking for it to consolidate and then probably go higher. You want to buy a lot of time on a stock like that because you don't know if it's going to pull back or not, or when it's going to actually bounce. Because the monthly chart's at the 20 EMA, so on a bigger time frame, it's still bullish. And that's really all I got. It's just a timing piece, right? Diana says, does RLT have any videos on accessing the margin on TD Ameritrade? Is there an on switch? There is an on switch, yeah. You literally have to just turn it on. AKA, you have to ask them for approval. Yep. Can I say, hey, can I get margin? And that's it. That's all you have to do. But it's a great question. It's super fun to access. I'll give you that. David Wygant says Carnival Cruise Lines paid again. Yes, it did 2 times in a row. Great job, Wygant. Wygant. More like why can't. Dude, you might get 2 shots of that on that double bottom. Sorry, double top, I meant what you said earlier. Short off of 23.18 on that candle, and he did again 2 separate occasions. I love it. This could poke his head below, and then go for another 20, 30 cents, man. Go get you some. Mathune says, I have made 25% on MRA double bottom. Nice. Great trade, man. Great trade. Glad you love the course. So happy that it helped you make money. That's my mission, man. Diana got 1.5 R's on Coinbase. Her entry was 232. 232. Yep, I see that. Breakout and a retest of that level. Your stop loss was 230.81. Yep, and it just popped and made a new high, so you sold it. What a great trade, Diana. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Great, great trade. That's solid. All right, AMD, again, I'll leave it open for another 15 minutes if it fills. If it doesn't, no big deal. NVIDIA slowly grinding. XPEV is still just cranking. What a great gap. Great gap on XPEV. Opening above all those candles. I just didn't trade it fast enough. I mean, that was literally it. Here's your 3-minute candle. That was your entry right there. You just got to play that high wave candle. That's it. That high wave candle on a 3-minute chart, that is the trade. Lam Research. I haven't looked at that company in a while, but it's just been absolutely scorching the very earth upon which we walk. Look at this trend on Lam Research. Just grinding, running. Yeah, Lam doing some work. Deere and Company doing some work. Lumber Liquidators putting in power. Lockheed Martin getting in some bounces. Valero. XLE. Caterpillar. Upwork. ST&E. I need to put ST&E on the list from today, tomorrow, Thursday. Is Baba ready to break out on the daily? Great question. Probably not as my initial thoughts, just because it is an inside candle. No real gap, and the pressure's been really, really weak on Alibaba recently. If I go to a 3-minute chart, I see exactly what you're looking at. And I do see how we have a nice sideways movement there, nice little compression there. Probably do something like this for the rest of the day. Maybe tomorrow. I don't think today is going to be the day. JP Morgan. So JP Morgan gapped up. Watch JP Morgan as a fade at 152.97. Oh, yeah, for sure. So if we pop in here to a 5-minute chart, right, it is a retest gap. So pretty much what David's saying is if it trades back up into here, similar spot that it failed recently, if it trades back up into there, you're probably looking to either sell your long or potentially go short. Adriano says, what's a good target for Netflix long? I wouldn't look for a huge win on Netflix long today. Most of the predominant pressure is bearish. So it'd probably be a pretty fast in and out type of trade, I think. So if it trades up to here, you know, I don't know, 516, 515. Robert says Netflix likes to get wrecked on earnings for some reason. Yeah, it does. It's like its favorite thing to do. Just go right down when earnings come out. Josh says DraftKings short. Ooh, Virgin Galactic could be a short right there. I'm just gonna take that off the list. Maybe. I was thinking short earlier, and I was dead wrong about that one. Super wrong. Mega wrong. Yeah, I don't know about DraftKings short. I can say this: you nail the shooting star sentiment. So if you're going to short, this is where, and your stop loss can be right there. So yeah, if you're shorting, this is the spot, and best of luck. I would do it if I was up big for the month. PLL, Piedmont Lithium. Piedmont Lithium was getting smokehouse yesterday. Is this thing halted? Why did it just open? That's weird. So Piedmont Lithium got halted, I guess, from yesterday. Somebody out there doesn't want Piedmont Lithium to go down. Yeah, I actually think it could be a good swing. If you're playing this one, Lee, I would buy the pullback probably into 52.16. It literally just opened trading, like right now. PYCR, Paycor. Paycor is going to go public. Nice. Okay. All right, let me put that on the list. PAYC. This is the PYCR. So this could be a new IPO that's coming. Dinah says, if an equity is hard to borrow, does it mean you shouldn't short it? Generally, yes, that is correct. Yep. Uber, UBER is hanging out. Lyft had a really good hammer pattern the other day. And so Lyft kind of continued nicely today. Hunter says, why is that, Jeremy? I thought it was just hard to short. Hard to borrow and hard to short is the same thing, Hunter. So if it's hard to borrow, it's hard to short. Same thing. Because also you got to think about it. If a stock is hard to short, aka hard to borrow, and you want to make money on it going down, well, it's going to be hard for it to go down because the only way it can go down is people have to sell it to get out of a position. That's the only way for it to go a lot lower. If no one can short it, or if it's hard to short, it's harder for the stock to get liquidity to go lower. So, yeah, man. Erez says, couldn't mean that there's a lot of short positions. Not generally. No, not generally. JKS. So this one had a great gap today. Again, I don't know if it's going to fill our swing trade or not. And again, it might not, but I'm going to leave it open just to see if it does, right? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. All right. mRNA trade up. Great try, team. We did miss the setup by, $2. It wasn't a lack of trying. Beautiful attempt. We actually set the candle up on that one, so we missed this. Yeah, by about $1 and about $1.50. But that's okay. No big deal. All good. So mRNA, we can go ahead and cancel. I do know that one trader played mRNA differently. So congrats, Methune. That's awesome, man. Cancel mRNA, missed it. But here's what's amazing. Again, in my opinion, when you are looking at trade opportunities like this, it's okay if you miss it. That is perfectly fine. It's all about recognizing the opportunity. Recognizing the opportunity, think about what could have happened. You know that you saw it. You see that you saw it. You know why you saw it. You know why you liked it, because that will lead to a future trade where it does set up, where it does work. That would have been a phenomenal trade. Amazing analysis. And on AMD, I'll wait 5 more minutes. And again, if it doesn't fill, all good. But I'll be bringing on Yates Craig for an hour for him to just absolutely crush life with you guys and just be amazing and enrich lives. Rodney says, Jeremy, I like how you're always positive and energetic. Was there a turning point in your life that led to this? Meeting Vaughn, obviously, was the turning point of my life. Love me some Vaughn. If you want to hear a little bit more about my life story and my journey, Rodney, I would love it if you could pop over to my podcast, Broke to Woke. Feel free to get a chance to listen to it with myself and my co-host, Brittany Turner. Our mission of the particular podcast is just, number one, to share our stories, but number two, to kind of help assist and guide other human beings over the hurdles. So, yeah, man, I appreciate the kind words, brother. It means a lot. Thank you. Super kind, my man. Super kind. There's all kinds of fun turning points is the short answer. But what a great double bottom on mRNA. Wow. That's just a thing of beauty. Again, I'm not even mad that I missed it. I'm happy that I knew not to go short after this candle came in. I mean, Robert Short was literally, in hindsight, the best trade he could have possibly made. Could not have made a better trade. NVIDIA's hanging out. XPEV, DraftKings. Good job, Josh from Spain, nailing that shooting star. The Qs. Coke. $1,700 burritos. Neuro is still halted. Delta. I missed Delta wagon off of the 200. We got close though, man. We got close, but at least Carnival Cruise Lines. Ooh, that was so good. Good job, David. What a double top, man. You called that. It was fantastic. Solid work. CarMax, KMX. Chilling. Google, slowly bouncing. Facebook, slowly bouncing at 344. Look at Facebook go. Amazing town. Fiverr, FVRR. So Fiverr getting a little bit of a bounce. Peloton, inside candle. Upwork. It is up today, but very, very small, 0.88%. Looking at a $70 covered call for August. Trying to get filled for $1. Robert says, how am I still not into FTNT? Probably because it's never pulled back any day in the history of days. Every day that me and you have been alive, all it's done's gone straight up. It's incredible. Don't worry though, man. Let me know when you do buy, and that then I can tell everyone else that's when it's going to go down. You know, if you want, me, you, and Yates can buy one share each, so that it can just go straight down, and then we can get in a little bit bigger size. Compass, COMP, trying to double bottom down here. So Compass trying to take his time. Redfin, RDFN, hanging out. All right. And A&D, ladies and gentlemen, again, we tried. It was a beautiful trade. I hope my boy Robert Thompson is still in this one. Momo has been long all morning on the 5 minute, and it's still long on the 3, just looking gorgeous. I'm going to cancel that particular day trade for me. I tried it. It was a great setup. Didn't quite happen on the 2 trades that we did officially. But there was some still really good thoughts, really good advice, really good ideas, and some amazing learning opportunities. So what I'm going to do now is pass that baton off to my man.